Well, I almost knocked the computer clean off the desk while the intro was playing. I moved it. I found a good use for this $2,800 scope that is in the review queue. It's in the box that's holding my monitor 4 inches up over the desk to give it a little better angle.
Multi-purpose.
I know. I finally found a good use for a expensive scope. Okay, so welcome. It's So in the car on the way back from my daughter's swim practice a couple minutes ago, she was asking, "So when is your show again?" I said, "Well, it's at 9 o'clock on Wednesday." And she's like, "But it's Thursday." I'm like, "Oh yeah, so 8 o'clock." No, hold on. What day is it again? And I got myself so wrapped up in a circle. But it's Thursday. It's 9 o'clock on the East Coast. That means it is time for the new and improved. Maybe it's improved and new. Maybe it's just improved and not new.
Yeah.
I don't know. Truer words have never been spoken. So, anyhow, yeah. It's This Week at Gear Report, the show where we talk about so many different things. We talk about reviews that have been published. We talk about things that are upcoming that will be published, and we have so those are recently completed reviews that will be published soon, and then the feature segment, the one that brings people back. I mean, why are people here? Really, what segment are people here for?
The shit shooting.
Shit shooting. You're awful quiet. I wonder if that's my volume or your volume. I don't know. People in the comments, let TJ know if he's extra quiet or if I just am hard of hearing.
Am I extra quiet? Is this better?
It sounds quiet. I have my volume all the way up, I think. Unless it's going through the wrong. It might be going through the wrong output. That happens sometimes when I roll in, when I'm coming in hot, you know. I bet I am on the wrong one. Okay, now say something.
What's up? Is that better?
Okay, that's still quiet, but that volume is turned down. So now let's turn it up.
Yeah, my volume's all the way up.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, it was me.
All right.
Operator error on this end. All right, thank you everyone for bearing with me. This show is getting off to a rocky start, but I do appreciate that someone out there in Facebook has already given us a thumbs up. So we appreciate that. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So, hey, while we're all here, right, we have people in through Facebook, through the Gear Report page, through my personal page, through the Gear Report YouTube. We got people from all over the place. If you don't mind, if you give us a thumbs up, if you could share, if you could leave a comment, something. We don't know you're there unless you say you're there. Like the snub, first as always, that's a lie. He's not always first. Let's be honest, he's rarely first.
Rarely.
He's usually close to first.
Really? We've had to start the show over many times because he showed up and like, all right, let's start. I'm here.
He often claims to be first. I think he was tonight, so we'll give him that. I mean, I shouldn't bust on him when he's actually first, right?
Like 30 minutes.
What is this, man? That's like the story of my life. I show up places and people are like, what is this? You know, I need to get a shirt that says, what is this? See, there I go banging into the computer again.
Yeah, dude,
I elevated it to give a better angle.
And it's apparently unstable.
I keep bumping it. Yeah, I'm moving it on purpose to try to get it in a better position. So maybe I'll stop hitting it.
I'm just going to hit the mic every time I take a sip of beer.
Okay.
It's in a bad spot. I need to get an overhead mic there. Stay away of my drinking.
Yeah, we already saw that one. Let's see. Fake Chicken Man. It's a bunch of fake stuff. I'm number 2. Yeah. Okay. This is an improvement. I don't recall promising anyone an improvement. So I think have a good show. Thank you. There we go. All right. TJ is a little quiet. Okay. So maybe it wasn't just me. But he's okay. Okay. I'm getting dizzy. Yeah, it's me bumping the screen. I'm going to try to stop doing that. Unless you get sassy. If you do, I'm going to shake it. Just for you, snub. Why not, right? Okay, so everyone out there, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. I'm Jeff. That guy over there is TJ. he's kind of running things tonight. I'm just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm in charge.
Yeah. I didn't laugh when you said that. I mean,
No.
it just sounded like that. Okay, so I am opening things in the background. I kind of thought if I was quiet for a second, you'd take over and say something.
I didn't know if you're
and then it occurred to me,
something or
I never shared that expectation with you. So it's like, why would you think I was waiting for you to say something?
I don't know.
That one too. All right. I'm
just
opening.
Put in everywhere. I know you probably got like 1,000 tabs open.
I just opened 5 more.
I have one. I opened the Gear Report page on the other screen.
Yeah. Oh, and so just so everyone knows, TJ sent me a message, Facebook message, said, "Are you going to make it?" Yes, TJ, I'm going to make it.
All right. Listen, there was like 2 minutes, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have to start it.
I'll be honest. Yeah. So I am willing to shake it, but I don't shake it for free. That's just how it works.
I don't know. It took an awfully long time.
All right, so let's get the ticker running down there so everyone can see that this show is sponsored by Riton Optics. So go check them out if you like optics. All right. Also sponsored by our patrons, I suppose, or at least we like to thank them. Doesn't sound as clear as normal. Like maybe you're using your webcam mic. Oh, we got some technical troubleshooting going on here from the Okie.
What are we doing? Let me look.
He's saying he thinks maybe you are on the wrong mic.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see.
All right. Well, you look at that. I'm going to open.
I am not.
Well,
but I can do. What can I do?
While you're figuring that out, I'm going to start talking about this first
one. Is that better?
Sounds the same to me, but I don't know.
Same.
I have my
turned it up like all the way.
I have my volume turned down a little bit so that it doesn't
right
echo.
I've got mine turned up all the way now, so
awesome.
People's ears are probably bleeding out there.
So this first one here that we're going to talk about, we got 5 articles to talk about that have been published since the show last week. The very first one is from a guest author, which happens occasionally. I probably get 4 or 5 requests a week at a minimum for people to publish stuff, guest post, whatnot. Many of them are like SEO plays. Like it's not a real article. It's just someone trying to write something keyword dense that they can hide some links in. And I reject those mercilessly. Only if it is a reasonably written article will I even consider it. This one I actually had to do a little bit of editing on, but I said, you know what? It's not a bad article. There is some good information here. And it let me use a picture of Jose Juan, which we hadn't posted him in a while, and some high score products and some other things in here. So it's about how to store your firearm. And it talks about, some maintenance and cleaning and secure storage as well. Preventing rust, all that kind of stuff. So it's a decent article. You feel free to read it if you would like to see what someone who, I'm going to go out on a limb and say doesn't speak English as their first language wrote about how to store your guns.
There you go.
But again, keep in mind, I didn't write it. May not be my favorite article ever, but it was good enough to get published. There is actually a bar here. There's a bar behind TJ, but a bar like it has to be a certain quality. It just barely made it.
This is where I come to get away from Mama-san.
Okay, so leave a link. He probably can't. If you can, Snob, put a link. He can't to your article.
I don't think so.
All right, so go do a search for the Gun Snob, and you can find his page to read an article about Riton and one of their optics. There you go. Yes, it's a lot louder. Okay, too loud. No, it's good. Okay,
He said it was, he said it was good. I was just checking while you were talking. I was trying to
No, it's good. That's good.
make sure I'm
All
not
right,
different people.
let's move on to the next one.
There you go.
And again, for anyone who doesn't know the way this works, we try to plow through these pretty quickly. We are open to discussion on any of these. We're going to do Wolfpack Armory interview now, just so you can be prepared, TJ. Yeah, welcome to discuss, ask questions about this. But then when we get done with this, we'll talk about new stuff that's shown up and reviews that are in the works. And then we'll just get into chit-chatting, shit shooting, whatever. All right, Wolfpack Armory. This was your show.
It was my show. It was just we did a little interview, and I got to shoot the CSR 556 at IB8888 range day.
Yep.
It shot really well, so I'm hoping to get my hands on one and run it down the range a little bit.
Did he tell you what CSR means? I mean, we know the 556 is that it fires a 5.56 NATO round.
No, it was just he may have said it. I don't remember. I've had a few.
I don't remember it in the video.
Right.
Okay. So this is
they gave us a little background on their where they're from, how they started. So a little small company getting going.
We're not gonna watch the whole video, but
sweet.
We did a little teaser there. All right.
That's up on my beard. It was awesome.
Yeah, and then we'll give just a quick glance.
Sir, can you tell us a little bit about it?
That is one of Ruben's Humvees from Damage Control Customs.
Stuff like that,
and we talk about specs.
All right, well, great. All right,
we ask people to subscribe and ring the bell and give us a thumbs up because that's what you do when you have a channel on YouTube.
Yep.
And then some more shooting. There we go. All right. If you want to see the whole video, I highly encourage you go see it.
So I make a rare appearance. Rare appearance in the video.
Yeah, I'm trying to work you into videos more often. You get a little resistant sometimes.
Get a few in me, I'm good.
Okay. So we're talking about a range video, TJ. That's really
okay. My bad. Last week we were talking about the OnlyFans page. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Trying to pay the bills.
$20 is $20, right?
$20 is $20.
All right. So you're going to be busy here. You know what? We'll talk about. I thought maybe Clover would show up and talk about the axle. I thought maybe Clover would show up and talk about his review of the Tracker electronic earmuffs from Axle. You just received a set of these, right?
I did.
Have you had a chance to try them out?
I have not yet. This weekend I'm going to.
Yeah. So he gave it a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 is not bad. Well, oh, and look at that. I forgot to put the link in there. We actually have a description of what each one means. Each of the different, 3 or 3.5 or 4 or 4.5 gears, whatever. I need to put the link in. I need to be sure I'm putting that in all the articles so everyone can get a little better idea of that. But you can see here, it's looks strikingly similar to the Howard Light, the ubiquitous amplified headsets that most people seem to wear at the range because you can get them for $45-$50 a piece on Amazon. These are a little bit more pricey, and I'm interested to hear when you've had them at the range a bit, how you think they compare since they cost more.
Yeah, I've got them right next to the other ones. All the other ones I use, the Caldwells and the Peltors.
Cool. Yeah,
using the XP reactor earplugs from
as you can see,
batteries. That's how
Clover doing his video pimping thing. So
they do give you the batteries.
Oh wow,
that's a bonus. I was excited.
Batteries included. All right, so that video's in there if you want to go check it out. He has pros, he has cons. I'm not going to read them to you. You can read them yourself. But he gave it a 3 out of 5. It's all right. But definitely go check it out and see what the Tactical Leprechaun had to say about the Axle. Yep. All right. catch up on comments here. Yeah, I know. That's why he's got a he's got a face for radio. I know that much, but I don't know. Well, TJ, are you coming to Tulsa? See, we're diving right in. Are you going to Tulsa?
I assume that's for Wanamaker's, maybe, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I think if it's in November, I'm most likely, yeah.
Wow, look at that. That's a pretty firm commitment right there.
I'm everywhere, dude. I'll listen. As I get those cheap tickets to Houston last round, I mean, I'm sure I can get some couple $100 tickets out there. It'd be fine.
I know, it's killing me that you get to fly so cheap, where if I want to go anywhere, it costs me 3 times as much at least.
That's because you're in North Carolina.
I know. Someone's got to pay for all the masks up here. So you want to talk about the blue cooler?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that one.
Let's do this one. Oh my!
I took some liberties. I took some liberties in the editing here.
I saw. I like that. I can figure out how to get the wording up there on the picture like that.
Yeah. I do some of them in like the thumbnail for the show. I do those in GIMP. It's was it GIMP? GIMP, Graphic Image Manipulation Program. It's a little freeware like Photoshop.
Okay.
And then this I do in Picasa.
Because I can do that in Picasa. I have Picasa.
Yeah, man. It's got a little text button. You just put it on there, and you can stretch it out, make it bigger.
Step up my game.
Yep.
Anyway, this is the Blue Cooler's 55 quart cooler. It is just a rotomotive cooler. It's like similar to the Yetis and the Colemans. Now they have the Colemans have one, or the Arctic, the RTC ones. I get this. I've had this thing for over a year, and it's sat. Well, you've seen it. It's sat out back in my my patio area, just in the weather. Constantly, nonstop down here in Florida. It's got sprinkler water on it, salt water, the mist from the ocean, and I've opened it up at least I want to say probably almost 2,000 times theoretically. Wow. With all the beers that have been in there, and I've taken it everywhere. And like I said, it's performed well. I mean, I thought it would have started delaminating or it had the one handle brake.
Mm-hmm.
And I called him up, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, send me a picture. We'll send you one." So, boom, it was there in like 3 days. And
that was almost immediately when you got it, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it was several. I think it was a month or two after. It was one of those 98-degree days.
Yep.
And I think I pulled down too far to lock it and just snap it off. Too strong sometimes.
All right, this drives me nuts. I don't know why there are weird spaces in the article.
I was going to ask about that, but
I think it's a picture is missing, right?
I don't know.
In 2 spots, it's like there's a picture showing in WordPress, but not okay. Non-blue cooler.
I know. When I put it in there, it didn't have the spaces.
Yeah, I think it's the one with the blue logo, and then that one's sitting across the right after the first impressions. Let's update and go back and look at it because that's bugging me. I don't know why it's not showing.
It was bugging me too, but I was like, Jeff knows what he's doing.
Oh, that's a common myth. Yeah, you watch the show a little bit, you'll find out he doesn't know. No, see there, first impressions is showing, but then the one at the top that had the big blue cooler logo is not showing. That is just bizarre.
That is.
We have gremlins.
That's the sticker, that blue sticker on the front. That's the one that fell off.
Right. Well, that's probably what's going on here. So, did you feel like you were making a bold statement when you went with, where is it? A whopping 4.5 gears.
Yeah. It like I said, I think the first review was 4, but after the because I was worried about the stainless steel, down here in Florida, I was like, oh, that's going to rust out in no time.
Yeah.
I've used the bottle opener. I don't know how many, a lot. no rust. You know, like I said, the handle broke. They sent me one right away.
Yep.
So I gave it an extra, you know, half a star for the no rust and the customer service.
Yeah. Well, and I thought you told me at one point that that your brother that runs the charter boat that's out in the weather a lot, that that his coolers, he gets like more expensive ones or something, and they don't hold up as well as this one has.
No, they don't. They just do the same thing. They pretty much set us out on the boat, and they just, you know, the UV and everything destroys them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's kind of impressive. So, have you sent it to them yet so they can?
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
All right. Okay. Yeah, send it to them.
Tomorrow's list.
They keep asking if they can send you something else, so maybe we can work something out, and you can do a follow up with a different blue cooler.
That'd be awesome.
Auto.
I would love to.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I could like a bigger cooler where I could throw more beers in. So much easier.
Yeah. Okay, so
well, just
I think we have one more.
My mango cart was on sale at Publix, buy one get one free the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So the outside fridge is pretty full.
But it's not in keg form, then, right?
No, I have the keg here.
But do they ever do? They don't. They never do like a buy one get one on a keg, do they?
No, I wish they did. God, I wish they did.
Oh my goodness!
But they do the 6-pack buy one get one free. So you're getting a 12-pack for $11.
Oh my goodness!
Which for me, that's like a win-win.
Okay.
All right. This is a Karami.
Did you hear my wallet yelped when you said that?
I know. It did. Yeah. It screamed. It was like, ah.
Yeah.
Listen, you buy guitars, I buy beer.
Yeah. So this is an interesting one. The Ruck Rack. So the inventor of Ruck Rack, he actually stopped by Gear Report headquarters a couple months ago in his Jeep and let me take a look at it. And he looked at the back of the Humvee to see how he might attach one. And then we never actually moved forward with that. Like, I didn't ask for one, but Jason, who sometimes joins us here, had said, hey, if they make one, if they'll make it so it'll fit on a Humvee, I'll buy one. And then, you know, I know I told him and they just hadn't done it yet. But anyhow, Karami, they put together from Down South Off-Road and Outdoors, they put together a 6-month review. And I'm telling you, kind of like you with the cooler, going out and beating it up for a year, really exposing it to elements. They're out almost every weekend, it seems like, hitting trails somewhere, banging it off of stuff. I mean, they have tested. This isn't oh yeah, we're going to review in air quotes and they look over it and write something. Like, they've had it out and used it. And they gave it 4 out of 5 gears, which, you know, nothing has ever been awarded a perfect 5 gears yet. So 4 out of 5 is pretty darn good. And you see a variety of different pictures of different configurations where you can fold the Ruck Rack up out of the way. You can put it down as a cargo carrier. You can put bikes on it. You can use it as a table. You can put it on a pickup truck. I mean, all kind of stuff you can do. Sticking with tonight's theme, where just about everything has had a video to accompany it.
What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Down South Off-Road and Outdoor.
Okay, there we go. We're not going to watch the whole video. If you want to see it, then come check out the article, and you'll see a demo of how they actually deploy it and, you know, put the flag up and make it into a little table and all kind of cool stuff. Yeah. Really neat, the different configuration options, how you can use it just to carry stuff, or when you get to where you're going, to actually like use it as a table or a flag holder, or to hold an umbrella, like a picnic umbrella to give you shade or rain protection or whatever. They have a trasharoo because apparently they're overlanders, and you're not a real overlander unless you have a trasharoo. You can see that hooked to the Ruck Rack. So again, go check it out. That this company, they just moved into a new facility a few months ago, probably 20 minutes from me, I think, which reminds me, I need to go visit. I haven't been over to their new facility yet, but go check out that article. They have adapters so you can fit it on a wide variety of vehicles. It was designed to go on a Jeep Wrangler, but you can affix it to a wide variety of different vehicle types, even a big pickup truck. Just saying.
Awesome.
Yep. Okay, so that is everything that was published since last week. We got a few things. I don't think we have anything actively. Do we have anything pending right now? Let me look. We may have one thing pending still. We do. Well, look at that. We have something scheduled for Clover for tomorrow morning. That's another axle hearing protection product. You have to check back to see what that one was. And we have a bare butt hammock review that we'll post here shortly. Maybe I'll get that one scheduled to go up on Saturday. We'll have to see.
There you go.
So those are the immediate things in the queue. You had anything new show up that you want to talk about as far as upcoming reviews?
I had all, dude, it's been like Christmas over here. Here, I got them right here. Look at this. I have that showed up today.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That way,
so I don't have the talking point email in front of me that we were sent, but
it's neat. It's because you can pivot it.
Yeah, if your trigger pull isn't perfectly straight, if it pulls off to the side or something, the trigger will actually deflect a little bit. So
they're just like it'll sit there and it'll angle a little bit, which is good. See, look at my trigger finger.
Yeah,
I bashed it, so I'm gonna have to go into the deeper end of the trigger finger there. So, and then what else do we have? Well, we have this.
Oh, right. The conversion block. So you can use a 223 or 556 lower, a standard AR-15 lower with a 9mm upper.
Yep. And that's what I've been waiting for, because I want to put I want to do like a really, really good high-end lower build. And then I can just swap an upper out and put that in. And, since I'm a, armorer.
I think we're allowed to use that word now.
Yeah.
That word has been co-opted by 20-something people who lack the real qualifications to be an armorer, apparently.
I can put together an AR and take it apart again. So there you go.
Yeah.
There's my skill set.
Someone told me today that that you could be an armorer on a movie set, that you are more qualified than some of the people who are functioning in that role today. And I said,
sure.
Yeah, I think he could. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see. What else do we have? I have got, I'd show you the Vortex Optics 1-10 low power variable optic scope, but it is holding my laptop up at a better angle. But I think TJ and I were talking a day or two ago. I think that is going to get swapped back and forth with the Vortex red dot, the AMG red dot. We'll try them both on the Maxim Defense PDX 300, the 300 Blackout SBR, and see which one I like best on it. I was pretty excited about that red dot. Mounted it, took some pictures with it, shot it with that red dot. It worked beautifully. But then the 1-10 came in, and I'm like, that is so flexible.
I've got to put it on.
I think it's going to have to go on.
You don't know till you try.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've heard.
Yeah. All right. So other neat stuff. Ooh. Okay. We're going to jump ahead here. Well, no, this is upcoming reviews. I don't actually know if I'm going to review this, but I know I'm going to at least go out and take pictures of it, because this is the craziest looking guitar I'll probably ever own. I tell
you're excited because you're shaking.
Nah, that's just how it goes here. This thing is huge. Look at the size of the headstock, is like as big as my head. It's huge. And this is, they call it the Dime Razorback. Dime referring to the Pantera guitarist Dimebag Darrell, whose picture is on the back of the headstock here. Oh, I got him upside down. He's upside down in this.
He's upside down. He's doing a handstand. It's fine.
Yeah, because that's what he does, apparently.
Yeah, I'm sure he did that.
It's a pretty cool guitar. It actually has a razor blade inlay here for some reason. I don't claim to know anything about it other than it looks really cool. And I got this and a little amp and a speaker to go with it for about half of what it should cost. And I'm a sucker for buying anything for half of what it should cost.
Yep.
So,
that's always a good deal.
Yeah. So anyhow, this has got the Floyd Rose tremolo at the bottom, so you can go crazy with the dive bombs and stuff. So I'm kind of excited about playing with that. I actually I plugged it in and was going to tune it and forgot that it was a locking tremolo system, and I think I broke one of the strings because I did something stupid. So I have not even played it yet. I actually just picked that up a little while ago today. Also today, I got another. I've got a Les Paul type guitar coming in tomorrow to review. So then when I saw this actual Gibson Les Paul,
it's like a satin finish on that thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they call it worn. And it's got wood grain, so you can see. Let me see if I can get a good angle there.
I see the wood grain.
Yeah, it's not like a thick poly gloss finish. This is they call it the worn finish with the carved top. It's not flat. It's got an arch to it. This is the first Les Paul Studio I've had. I had a different type of Gibson Les Paul before, and this is like a step up. It's still like the workman class for the Les Pauls, but still, again, sold at a good deal, said, hey, I'll buy that.
Yeah. It's gonna be productive range time for me when I go. I'm gonna go this weekend, and then we're going Tuesday to Hunter's Envy out there with Chris, and I think Jeff's gonna be out there, the other Jeff, the owner Jeff. So I want to bring all kinds of stuff. Bring the TX22, or bring the Sidekick. Bring just a ton of 22.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Savage 110 Tactical is coming out with me. I got 40 rounds of that stuff. I might shoot 20. See how it's.
And that was the 6.5 PRC, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the PRC. It's $70 something a box of 20.
Wow.
So yeah, but I'm gonna finish out the get the Raging Hunter to the range one more time, and yeah, I mean that's the good thing about going out there is it's just an open range. We can just do whatever.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about other people on the range, right?
Right. Yeah, I know. Well, I can get some cooler pictures. I can step back, do some farther range, farther distance stuff. So it's gonna be a productive day. It'll be a long day. It's supposed to be
right.
It's fall, so it'll be 82.
Right. Cool. I mean, cooler than in the middle of the summer. Yeah. 10X on a 300 blackout, isn't that a little overkill? Maybe, but if you got it, why not?
If it looks cool, who cares?
Well, I figure just because I can zoom to 10 doesn't mean I have to all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
But you have that option.
Right. Yeah. And man, I'm telling you, that's pretty good. But the other thing is running subs or supers. If we're shooting suppressed, it's a somewhat shortish barrel, but you put supers in and you get a little bit more range out of it. And I don't know. I like more magnification when the glass is good. And this is pretty high end glass, so it ought to be okay.
Be crystal clear.
And my eyes are old. Yes, definitely. So, very, very well described.
Yes. Thanks for reminding us, Snob.
Yeah, really. And I was thinking maybe next week I'm going to set this up. I've got my little guitar studio over off of this side, and I've actually kind of got a little aesthetic thing going on with amps and speakers and guitars and everything. I think I'm going to work on for next week if I can figure out the lighting so that I can actually like take this is a webcam sitting on top of the laptop. So I could actually pick it up and move it over there.
Right.
I don't want to do it right now because I don't have the lighting figured out. But that's what I'm thinking about. Since I know everyone comes here for the guitar content.
They do. That's everybody's anxiously waiting.
Yeah. And I feel like I lied to people because I used the thumbnail for this show. The little teaser picture was Hank and Lola filming the interview at the gathering beside the Humvee.
Yep.
So Hank Strange is not here. Lola's not here. We're not even talking about the Humvee hardly. So
how is the Humvee going? How's it going?
It's sitting in its portable castle in the backyard.
All lonely and sad back there.
And I just keep putting off creating an LLC in Montana or Utah so that I can get it registered because North Carolina has not made it easy for me to do that just yet.
It's back there crying while it listens to you play guitar and stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, okay. Hey, if making fun of me brings you back, then have at it. Yep, I can take it.
Take one for the team.
Okay, so that wraps up. So we've been through recently completed reviews.
Yeah.
We've talked about reviews that will be published soon. Kind of broadly, we may touch on some more of that stuff later because, I mean, there's so much stuff. Like I can tell you something that showed up today.
What do we got?
Okay, talk to the people. I'm going to go grab it.
I'll always going to go grab, but it might take him a few minutes. His studio's on the 3rd floor. So we'll see. In the attic. Oh, geez. Oh, Jesus.
Get around to the guitar portion of the studio. So I ordered something. They call it a drummer throne. So I'm not a drummer, but they called it a throne. I was like, I've got to get it because they call it a throne. It's basically just like a padded stool that you could adjust the height. Because an armrest on a chair or the back, whatever, they can get in the way when you're playing guitar. So I now have a throne in the Gear Report office in the studio up here.
Nice.
Yep.
I have a throne too. It's behind the door into the other room.
Mm-hmm. The little room with the shower, that throne.
Yeah, that's where I watch all my YouTube videos.
Right.
I'll rewatch this one tomorrow there, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah. All right. So let's see.
Like everybody doesn't do it. Come on now.
Yeah, well, I've been watching a lot of video in the kitchen, and
I do that too in the morning.
It makes my kids angry because they're like, you have Bluetooth headsets, you have earbuds. Why are you just sitting there playing something? I'm like, hey, my house.
Yeah, deal with it. Put your earbuds in. You
can play your stuff.
Exactly. So I do. Usually when I get my coffee or if I'm cooking breakfast, I'll throw on some YouTube. Crystal's got a little stand where when she's cooking, she'll watch her TV or one of her 100 shows she watches on there. And I'll put it on there and watch what are you watching? Little political stuff, little gun stuff. Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of scientists and physicians reviewing data on COVID. And
yeah, I do that too.
It's the more I watch, the more I wonder how anyone cannot be a conspiracy theorist these days. What the media is labeled as conspiracies are really just like kind of looks like that's what's happening. As much as
or conspiracy theories, you mean truth seekers, truth tellers?
Could be. I don't know. It just seems like they decided a year ago, or at least months and months ago. Like, I honestly see this as momentum from before the election when Trump was still in charge, that there was a decision made that we were pushing forward for vaccine. And that was the solution. That was the holy grail. That's the only thing that's going to save us all. And now it doesn't matter. That's just all they care about.
It doesn't matter, except for most of them own a large portion of stocks in Pfizer and Johnson and Johnson and stuff like that. So it's always about the money, unfortunately.
We got a request.
Come on, Obi. I forgot what I talked about.
Yeah, probably not.
I've been drinking.
Oh my goodness. Well, at least he's honest, I guess.
Yeah. You know what I'm watching Florida COVID numbers go down because we do nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. So I'm right on the county line, and the county next to us has you have to wear a mask indoors requirement. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing.
So glad I live in
if you're indoors, you have to wear a mask. And I forgot. And was it yesterday, I think?
I bet you just walked right through it, didn't you?
Well, I got out of the car. I parked outside a music store. I was driving through town. 2 days ago. I had to go find a UPS drop-off point to drop off a guitar that I had sold. And on the way back to the pool, because my daughter was at swim practice, on the way back to the pool, I drive by this music store. So I make a loop around the block and find a parking spot. And I'm getting up to the door, and they have got a big window in the front. So I can see the whole store. No customers. 2 people working there. They're wearing masks. They're not even near each other. 2 people alone, separate in their own section of the store, wearing masks. And they had big signs like plastered all over the doors about, help save people, wear your mask. And I just stopped and I read the stuff and I looked at them and they looked at me like, what, are you not coming in? And I walked back to the car and I drove away. So I said, you know what? If they don't want me to be a customer, that's all they have to do.
Yep. That's all it takes. Down here, like people wear the mask down here, but a lot of people are the cashiers and stuff like that. They're going to wear them. They deal with probably hundreds of people a day, so it's for their safety or whatever. But Publix isn't going to do the, they're not doing the we gotta get everybody vaccinated thing. They're not doing that. So. But other than that, I mean, most, like, some of the restaurants, some of the girls will, the waitresses, some of them might, but other than that, you can go anywhere you want.
How about the topless dancers?
They were pasties.
Over their mouths?
Well,
no? Okay. I was just curious. I mean,
you know what? I have not been all through COVID. Now, guess where I'm going tomorrow?
All right. Just for science, just in the name of research.
I'm going to go. I'll let you know next week, next Wednesday.
All right.
Everybody will know if the dancers are wearing masks at the club.
Right. Good. Yeah.
Crystal, I have to go. Crystal's going to have to deal with it.
People want to know. Yeah.
Listen, I want to know now. I mean, I'm curious. I'm like, gosh.
Yeah.
I wonder if they are.
Wouldn't that be weird? Like naked dancers with just a mask on?
It would help some of them. I guarantee it.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Extend the career of a couple, probably.
Yeah. You get the B squad out of there on like a Tuesday afternoon.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to suggest that you go on one of the good nights.
Yeah. I'm going to go tomorrow night. Saturday night.
Cool.
Be a good night.
Yep. Big plans this weekend?
No. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know if I have plans either.
I got to hit the range. I've got to go, and I'm going to go to a strip club or adult entertainment club, and then I've got to work on some Gear Report stuff. I've got to load in all the new toys I've got and stuff. I've got to put them in there so I don't.
Cool.
That's how I keep track because I'm not doing a spreadsheet. By gosh, I refuse. I will not do a spreadsheet.
Yeah. I think I may end up at Allen's. I may end up at Quarter Horse Arms this weekend.
You heard from him?
I heard from Alan finally. It's been like a month and a half since I've seen him.
I know.
and he had just come down with COVID right after I saw him last time.
Right.
Which sounds like I gave it to him, but I probably didn't. But probably. I
Okay,
don't know.
right over there.
It was a little rough on him. Alan is, he's not a spring chicken, and he's not a 98-pound weakling either. So he's got a couple strikes against him there. And COVID beat him up a little bit. But he's doing a little better every day, and he thinks he's ready. Did it? I put the right link in the. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I copied it. I deleted the old one. I put the new one in. Usually that's what it takes to get it right.
I have no idea.
All right, here we go. I'll copy and paste it into a discussion here. Oh, was he in? Did I hear the ding? It must have been the right link because he found his way in.
There he is.
Yeah, I found it. So this sucks. I could have been here when y'all started, but I clicked on the link and it took me to like last week, and I'm like, "Where's that?"
Were you waiting for us to go live from last week?
Yeah, no, because it has a timer. It says stream ended, at the top, so I knew it wasn't, but I couldn't find the right link. So yeah,
Interesting.
so
Yeah, sorry about that.
That sucks. It's okay.
I learned the hard way a while ago that when deleting the old link, so I've got a recurring calendar entry in the Google Calendar. I learned the hard way that when I edit it, when I create a new StreamYard show, if I just paste over the link, it may change the text, but the link itself will still be the old link. So now I delete the link completely, do a couple new spaces down to a new line and paste it in. I must have done that incorrectly today if you had the wrong link. So
nah, it was my fault. I think I just wasn't looking at the right email or something. Yeah, don't blame yourself on this one.
Yeah, hard to say. I wouldn't put it past me. So what's new in your world?
Not a whole lot. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but those YouTube firearm policies went into effect. They were posted today. Now, it'll be a few days probably before it all gets propagated across to the self-certification area, but they are active in the YouTube help docs and everywhere else. So, yay.
Yeah, I saw a notification popped up on my phone while I was at my daughter's swim practice. And of course, the internet's not really worthy of watching a video there. Right. So I'm definitely gonna watch that tomorrow because I've done a pretty poor job of keeping up with and understanding the rules. And I'll be honest, they have enforced them so poorly that it's like I don't trust that. It's like even if I understand them and follow them to the letter, they're still going to smack me around because that's what they do. So, but I've kind of committed to try to doing better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they will never be free from that, right? We've had that conversation privately. The platform's just too big and there's just too much going on. That even if you talk like 0.001% rate of inconsistency with as much as goes on the platform, right? That's going to be huge. So, the biggest question is, what does policy say? And then if you have to go to that manual review, this, that, or the other, what recourse are you going to have? How are they more likely to interpret the policy and apply it and that sort of stuff? So it's not the initial getting dinged, right? I don't think it's going to really help that much with that part of things, because I see videos getting dinged all the time that there's that, from the AI anyway, that there's just no reason they should have, not that I can see. But that's a weird thing. You may get dinged for something that some total other kind of niche, right, is problematic in some other area, not even be because it's firearms. So and then of course the human reviewers see it and then they think it's actually something else. But I'll get off that. I just wanted to say that it is out now. It is a thing. So
well, all right. So
I guess you went through reviews. Did I have anything?
Yeah.
You did actually. You had one of the axle products, the
Yeah.
Tracker.
Tracker.
The tracker. Yeah.
Tracker.
Yep.
Cool.
Which coincidentally, set just showed up for TJ to review. So we'll get a second opinion on those.
Well, go ahead. Have at it.
Yeah,
I
maybe
think
a
I
third.
gave those. I think that was like middle of the road.
Yeah.
No gears on that.
Yeah. 3 out of 5.
Yeah, it was definitely the least of the 3 axle products I have for sure.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right.
There's a
Well,
sneak peek. Look forward to the other ones coming up. See.
we have knocked out all of the official agenda. So the floor is wide open for anyone to ask any questions, make any comments, harass any panelist that they wish.
Mainly Jeff.
We may or may not acknowledge the harassment, but we will attempt to answer any questions. Yep.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to look up the old Wanamaker's and see if I can get out there.
Yeah, you should. You should.
I think so. I'm trying to think when I can get a big check in, and I'm hoping it should be 1st of November, so that I can roll out there.
Yeah.
Roll out there with some stacks.
Right.
So I'm a little concerned here. I've got this little power block.
Mm-hmm.
They call it a solar generator, but it doesn't have anything solar. It's like you can plug a solar panel into it, and it's a battery pack. But it has an inverter built in. So somehow that makes it a solar generator, apparently, which I disagree with. But anyhow, I don't know if this is the one. This is actually running and powering the key light, the light that's in front of me here for the show. But I saw a note right before my daughter came out of practice. I didn't get a chance to read it closely enough to tell if it's that one or another one. But it was a note from Amazon saying that one of the battery pack products that I have is a fire hazard. And I don't know if it's that one or another one. I know nothing about it. Like,
what better way to test them, Jeff? Leave them both on.
Right.
Just saying.
During the show.
Yeah.
Should have it on camera somewhere.
Just keep a fire extinguisher next to you. It's fine.
Yeah. If I'm up here when it burns. Which is also funny that I'm testing a Wi-Fi security camera, solar powered Wi-Fi security camera.
Solar powered.
I need to review, and I didn't put it up outside because I wanted to make sure that it worked long term before I go mount it someplace that's hard to reach. Right?
Have to go pull it down.
Stupid thing. Every second or third day, it disconnects from the Wi-Fi. And when it does, it starts talking, but it doesn't do complete sentences. It'll get like half of the sentence saying something about Wi-Fi disconnect, and then it stops. Doesn't say disconnected, Wi-Fi disconnect. And then about a minute and a half later, it does the same thing. And it's very abrupt. It's like it's not Wi-Fi disconnect, it's Wi-Fi disconnect, and it's done. I'm like, really?
When your smoke alarm battery goes out.
Oh yeah, yeah. But it's sitting by an open window, on the 3rd floor. I just gotta leave it open because if someone wants in that bad, probably a glass window is not going to stop them if they're willing to climb up on the 3rd floor here, which is not easy to get to. So anyhow, it's sitting there by the window and pretty disappointing because I really want to put it up outside somewhere. Where the kids can see it, so they'll be like, crap, we really can't sneak out now because there's cameras everywhere here.
Yeah, it's like Fort Cress out here. What's going on?
It is. Yeah. I like me some security cameras, so I just like them when they work and I don't have to go push the reset button 3 times a week because I'm not climbing a ladder 3 times a week to push a stupid reset button because the camera won't keep working.
I'm gonna get one of those little Ring doorbell things, but not like the Apple Ring because I don't do Apple. I'm just gonna get like a generic one and put it out front. Mm-hmm. So because it is the package stealing time kind of year, so it's gonna be. I'm not home all day. I mean, I got home like at 7 o'clock tonight, so I was like, if it's there and not there when I get home, and it said it was delivered, I'll be like, son of a,
Yep.
it could be a cool part.
Yep. Well, I've got one. I just haven't installed it because we didn't have a normal doorbell where you just take it off and you put the Ring doorbell in. We had we still have it. It's a whole house intercom system.
Oh,
But it worked when we moved in, and we didn't really use it for years. And then last time I tried to use it, I'm like, I don't think this thing works anymore. And the doorbell itself, the button broke off, so it doesn't work. But it's a big speaker. It's like 4 inches by 6 or 7 inches. So I've got to make a plate to fill that hole. Yeah, it says I got one off of Vine, and they keep having new ones that have better resolution. So I may not even put this one up that I have. That one may go on like the side door or the back door.
yeah, I put one up for a lady, and it was battery powered.
Mm-hmm.
So she had a link to her something, her phone or whatever, and it just worked on the battery.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to put that one up in back, and I'll get one with higher resolution to put out front. But I'm going to have to actually make a mounting plate for it. I just haven't got around to doing that. So
is that on my list?
Yep, I hear you. Clover doesn't worry about cameras. He's like, yeah, come on in.
Right, exactly.
He's got guns everywhere.
If you get far enough down here to even get to my front door for the Ring camera to even take effect, you've gotten further than the vast majority of people get.
Right.
And you got some sack, is all I gotta say.
It's like one of those roads when you roll down and you're like, oh, we took a wrong turn somewhere.
Oh yeah, even on the county road. I mean, yeah, let alone coming down the driveway and all that, right? Yeah, it's not like I live right off a street or a road or anything like that. So
he's on Copperhead Road,
something like that.
Yeah, we went up to my buddy Norm's in North Carolina, and we turned off this. We went to a bunch of back roads, and then we turned down a gravel road. And Crystal's like halfway down, she goes, "Oh, I think we made a wrong turn. We need to get out of here." I'm like, "I don't hear banjos yet. We're okay. Let's go."
Yeah.
And sure enough, you went around the corner. There's Norm's house. Perfect.
In Texas, it's not the banjos; it's a fiddle. Just understand that.
Right. This is North Carolina.
Yeah.
So, well, if I hear anything weird going on the side road, I'm out of there. It doesn't matter.
That sounds legit to me.
Yeah.
Why risk it? Oh, here's something. All right, I'm going to share the screen here.
What do we got?
Find the right thing.
Oh.
I hadn't looked at Vine because Facebook is getting nosy. I do not like it when they do that. I just got a message from Facebook that said, "Did you buy this?" And I'm like, why would I tell you what I buy off of Facebook, like on Facebook at all? You know,
I always enjoy the things like when we're just randomly talking about items, and then sure enough, the next day there's an ad that pops up for that item. I'm like, oh.
Yep. No, but they don't monitor. So this, here's a Vine item for you that they have offered up for review. I can request a Titan Chair Apex AP Zero Gravity Massage Chair with foot rollers. It is space saving, so I don't even know what the L-track design is supposed to mean. Lower back heat therapy? Man, they had me at the L-track that I don't know what it is, but then when they add in the heat therapy, I'm like, oh my goodness. Like a seated hot tub is what I'm getting out of it. I bet that's what it feels like. Yep. Snob, you need to get that and review it. A little more tax value than I'm down for. Because my accountant told me he started out at like 15%. Because I said, what? Not willing to pay the taxes on it. So that's how it works, is we don't pay for the actual product, but we do have to pay the tax value. It counts as income. So that $14.99, that 99 would count as basically $1,500 of income that you have to pay taxes on. So my accountant, I'm asking him about it, and he starts out with about, because I said, how much money do I need to set aside to be able to pay taxes on this stuff? And he said, probably about 10, 15%. And he thought about it. So maybe 20 or maybe 25. He finally stopped at 30%. And I was like, oh, crap.
Truesdale.
That's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. He eventually stopped on 30%. Just to be safe, hold 30%.
30 sounds good.
Yep.
It's not. That's a perfect Christmas present, Snob. Just paying the taxes on it is cheaper than buying one.
It is. Yeah. So that it would still be like $550, but it's cheaper than $1,500.
Right. If Mama's happy, we're semi-happy. I mean, that's the way it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. It would make a good Christmas present. Whoever Gear Report is, you're correct. Yeah.
It only lets me answer on Gear Report. It won't let me answer with me.
So I think it's funny that there are some places where I will leave comments on different social media platforms, and people always assume it's me, and sometimes it isn't. And that I just find that humorous. That I'm about the only person posting under Gear Report lately. But we had a period, a year and a half, 2 years ago, where we had like 5 people who were posting things and commenting regularly. And you literally never knew when someone posted as Gear Report, it was just as good a chance it would be someone else as it was me. Now it's probably me. But yeah.
I should post on my own name. That way they know it's me.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. All right. Well, I think we got an hour, haven't we? Hour and 2 minutes.
102.
Yeah. All right. Last call for questions. Make it quick if you want to ask anything. Clover, you want to talk about anything before we cut it loose?
Yeah, what's Clover got coming up? He's got something in the queue, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't want to give away the video drop for tomorrow, but I will say this. I'm trying to play a trend. Let's just say that. Trying to play a trend. And anybody that is in the creator space, you're immediately going to figure out the motive behind that video. I can promise you. But yeah. All I have.
I'm gonna have to go look it up.
Yeah.
It's a big bank video, isn't it?
A big bank video? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's on the Wells Fargo. Yeah.
No, not the big bank. Never mind. I'll be honest. I don't even know what it means. I mean, contextually, I've watched it. I know what it means. But first time I saw the hashtag big bank on a video, I'm like, what in the world? And the girl, it's lines from a song, like a TikTok type video. And they talk about a little waist and a pretty face and a big bank, and they turn around and poke their butt out. I'm like, oh, it's talking about a big butt. Why don't they just say big butt, big bank, whatever? I don't know.
It'll ruin you.
Dude,
yeah, I mean, y'all can see I can't hide it. I'm old. Like it's obvious, right? I don't get that stuff. Okay.
That's why I wear hats. Nobody knows.
You wear hats because I'm losing my hair?
No, I wear hats because I'm losing my hair.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Ironically, hats just accelerate the process. But...
That's what I hear. Yep.
Eventually it's going to be, I'm going to be Kojaking out here. It'll be it.
You wear yours so low, TJ, your eyebrows will be falling out for too long. Get careful.
I know. Well, I got it because I'm getting ready to get the old man eyebrows, so I got to tuck them up under the hat. So
there you go.
They're all not Scorsese'd out and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
If you braid them together, it'll hold them up,
One day I'll surprise, I'll like gel them straight up.
Right.
All right. That'll be fun. We'll look forward to that. All right. So we got that coming up. We talked earlier about, so we do have, I don't know if it's the same one he was talking about. We've probably not. He's got a video dropping tomorrow morning. Clover also has an article that will drop on Gear Report. We'll get the bare butt hammock review up from Karamy here in the next day or 3. And I should probably publish something pretty soon. I've been working. I've got some more videos to edit. I think I'm going to get one of those done. But too much going on.
I would assume you have some guitar videos or reviews coming up.
I don't play well enough to do the review videos yet. I'm getting there. I actually recorded one about a month and a half ago, and I watched it back and was like, I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
It's 1,000 times better than either probably me. I don't know about Clover. He might play, but me, no.
So
I'm still working on the ukulele.
I'm getting there.
Right.
Getting there, definitely. So anyhow, okay, so we may have some guitar content coming up pretty soon. I've been focused more on buying and selling because I'm having an absolute blast buying cool stuff, playing with it for a little bit, selling it, and then trying something new. So I'm going to continue doing that. And in the meantime, if you need any guitar stuff, we have the Gear Report demo shop is on Reverb.com. You can go find all sorts of amps and speaker cabinets and guitars and lots of cool stuff out there. And Alan at Quarter Horse, I doubt he's posted any of those consignment guns for me yet because he was sick and got behind. He got sick right when school was starting, and as a high school teacher, that put him way behind. So I think he's finally getting caught up. He said something about maybe shooting this weekend, so we may go. I may find myself at the Quarter Horse Arms range filming some Taurus G3 Toro. Of course, that optic isn't here yet, so I probably won't shoot that one right now. I'll shoot the Maxim Defense PDX a little bit more. Maybe even put that new Vortex optic on. But I'll bring the box back and use it to hold my computer up.
I bet it'll look good on that thing.
I bet it will look amazing. Yeah. But we shall see. We'll have to give it a try. I got to make sure I got the right rings for it or order some. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for now.
All right.
We appreciate everyone showing up, and I'm killing time while I'm trying to find our outro. I'm going to go ahead and hit it here in a second. We'll see if I can get the timing right on
all
this.
Fancy with the outro.
I know it's tricky, but until next time, we'll see you at the range.